أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين دستور يا سيدي سلطان الأولياء مدد يا مولانا محمد على الحق المدد. When we started the sohbah, we say Madad ya Sultan Awliya. Yani we ask Madad from our Shaykh. It is very important for us. Why? Because we are Allah's weak servants. And when we want to make any worship and anything other thing, shaitan, the Satan and our ego involved in our worship. That's why we ask Madad from our Shaykh, because when he look us, when our Shaykh look us, Allah Almighty send us from him spiritual power. That's why the Satan and our ego cannot find any power against us. It is very important for us. But when we say we are Yani Madad ya Sultan al-Awliya, we ask Madad from our Shaykh. When we say like this, so many people, Wahhabis and Salafist people said it is the shirk. Why? Because you ask help from other than Allah Almighty. Is it problem? Yes. Why? Because Allah Almighty said in the Holy Quran in Surah Fatiha, Asta'idhu billah bismillah, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. What is the meaning of this ayah? We are only worship to you, O my Lord, and we are only ask help from you. In this ayah, we are saying we are only ask help from you. That's why if you ask help from other than, you will be in shirk. Wahhabis and Salafist people say it like this. But it is very nonsense sentence, very nonsense understanding. Why? Because according to this understanding, if you ask help from other than to carry this sofa, you will be in shirk. It is very nonsense. It is wrong. Because our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam ask help from other than, ask help from his companions. So in everything, it is not shirk. Why? Because we are believing only favor is coming from Allah Almighty. Meaning of this ayah, this also. Allah Almighty said, everything, Allahu khaliqu kulli shay. All things are Allah Almighty created. When you ask help, you know, we know. When you ask help from other than from Rajab, from Mustafa, from Ahmed, you know Allah Almighty created him to help you. That's why you should make shukr to Allah Almighty. Meaning of ayah is this. When you explain like this, it is enough for us. It is enough for clever people. But Wahhabis and Salafist people didn't accept your explanation. Why? Because they are proud people. They will tell you, do you have any proof? Yes, we have. We have so many proof from Holy Quran and Holy Book. But I want to make short. That's why I want to explain two proof, inshallah. One from Holy Quran, inshallah. One from Holy Hadith of Bukhari. Allah Almighty Jalla Jalaluhu explain us story of Sulaiman alayhi salam, Solomon, in Surah Naml. Yes. Allah Almighty granted to Sulaiman alayhi salam so many favors. Sulaiman alayhi salam was controlling wind, and he was controlling jinns, and he can speak with birds. Yes. Once he looked for Hudhud. Hudhud, name of his bird. And he said, what happened? I couldn't see Hudhud. Am kana min al-ghaibin. If he go without my permission. Then he understood Hudhud went. without his permission. And he was angry. Oh, Sulaiman alayhi salam. Subhanallah. He said, I will punish him. Certainly I will punish him, or I will kill him unless he come to me with clear reason. Yeah. Then Hudhud came back, and Hudhud understood Sulaiman alayhi salam was angry. Oh. And he didn't approach him. He spoke with Sulaiman alayhi salam from distance. And Hudhud said, Oh my Lord, I have knowledge which you have not. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. فَتَفَقَّدَ الطَّيْرَ فَقَالَ يَا مَالِي أَلَهُرْدُ. Continue ayat like this. And then Hudhud said, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. أَحَطْتُ بِمَا لَمْ تُحِطْ بِهِ وَجُئْتُكَ مِنْ سَبَإٍ بِنَبَإٍ يَقِينٍ. Oh my Lord, I have knowledge which you have not. I come to you with certain news from country Saba, city Saba. I found a woman ruling them, and she has been given of all things, and she has great throne, huge throne. And I found her and her people worshipping to the sun, besides Allah Almighty. And Shaitan has made their deeds seem pleasing in their eyes. And Satan made them off out Allah Almighty, out of the Allah's way. Sulaiman alayhi salam said, why they didn't worship to Allah Almighty? Why? Allah Almighty created everything, sun and other things. And then said, Hudhud, we find out if you tell true or not. Then Sulaiman alayhi salam said to Hudhud, take my letter and deliver it to that queen. That queen name is Belkis. Deliver this letter to Belkis and find out them what she return us with answers. As answer. Then Hudhud bring this letter to Belkis and put this letter on the bed of Belkis. When Belkis wake up, he saw a letter on her bed, and she saw letter on her bed, and she gathered, she called her guardians, and she said to them, who bring me this letter? Guardian said, we didn't see anyone. Belkis astonished. A letter came, and my guardians didn't see who brought this letter. Then she gathered her consultants, and she said, I took a letter, blessing letter. This letter is coming from Sulaiman, and this letter is beginning with the name of Allah Almighty. Innahu min Sulaiman wa innahu bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Sulaiman tell us, Allah ta'alu alayya wa'tunu muslimin. Don't be proud to me and come to me with submission. Belkis told her consultants, oh my consultants, you know, I don't decide without your opinion. Tell me your opinion. Then some of them said, we have big power. Order on your hand. Order us what we want, what we do. Yani he said, we can war with Sulaiman. But Belkis was astonished. because that letter came to her without anyone. That's why she said, oh, when the kings enter the countries ruin everything, and they converted honorable people to humble people. That's why I want to send him some gifts. We look what happened. This was Belkis' plan. Belkis thought like this: if Sulaiman alayhi salam likes from her gifts, Sulaiman alayhi salam likes from dunya. If Sulaiman likes from dunya, we can win. Against him easily. Yes. When her gifts came to Sulaiman alayhi salam was a prophet. He understood her plan, and he was angry. Oh, Sulaiman alayhi salam said, do you want to cheat me with these gifts? Allah Almighty granted me so much better than your gifts. You only can be happy with your gifts. Go back. Even Sulaiman alayhi salam didn't see her gifts and said, go back and tell them, be sure we shall come to them with my soldiers. They will never to able to meet us, and we shall drive them out from there in disgrace, and they will be based, they will be humbled. And then Sulaiman alayhi salam gathered his consultants, and he say, oh my consultants, who bring me her great throne from gold. Ifrit said, Ifrit is one of from jinns. I can bring her great throne before you standing up. Sulaiman alayhi salam doesn't like his answer, because Sulaiman alayhi salam was sitting on his throne in the morning, and he wasn't standing up before lunchtime. That's why that long time. He saw that long time. That's why he doesn't like it, his answer. And then said one person that he have knowledge from Holy Book. He is scholar. He said, I can bring her great throne from gold immediately before action your eyes. Sulaiman alayhi salam liked from his answer and permitted him to bring, and that scholar brought that throne immediately before action eyes. Yes. Our topic is in here. Our topic is here. Sulaiman alayhi salam want help from other than, and that person is not prophet. Sulaiman alayhi salam was a prophet, and he take help from other than, and that person is not prophet. And this event not normal. This event spiritual. This power is spiritual. And that person brought that throne immediately. Immediately, that throne from gold. What we understand from this, we can help from other than in normal thing and spiritual thing. Yes. And one person can see from here to other side of world, and can take anything from other side to here, can bring. Yes. This proof from Holy Quran. I want to finish this topic. Then Belkis came to Sulaiman alayhi salam as a guest with his consultants. Sulaiman alayhi salam took her news, and Sulaiman alayhi salam made his jinns a palace from glass to for Belkis. And then when Belkis came to Sulaiman alayhi salam, she saw, oh, this power is coming from Allah Almighty. And then he became to Muslim with Sulaiman alayhi salam. Okay. Other proof from Holy Book, Hadith of Bukhari. Once, Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala an making khutbah, giving khutbah. In the middle of khutbah, Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala said, run to mountain, run to mountain. Companions of our Prophet sallallahu astonished. What happened? Run to mountain, yani. Then he wait. After khutbah, companions of our Prophet sallallahu asked to Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala, Ya Amr al-Mu'mineen, what happened? You say run to mountain. We didn't understand. Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala said, suddenly a window opened. I saw my soldiers next to mountain, and their enemies surrounding them. That's why I said run to mountain, run to mountain. Companions of our Prophet ﷺ astonished more than before. And then after few days, soldiers of Islam came back, and he explained, when we are next to mountain, we heard voice of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala, run to mountain, run to mountain. Then we ran to mountain. After that, understood our enemies was surrounding us. If we didn't hear voice of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala, our enemies would kill us. What understand from this? One person, Allah's good person, good servants, can see from this place to other place from world, other place of world. Yes, and can help, can say anything from this to other side. Yes, this is some our proof. So many proof. There are so many proof also. And we should understand from this story of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala something. It is very important in tariqah. If Allah Almighty granted you to be next to Allah's good servants, when you listen from him anything, any strange thing, you need to be quiet. Wait and see. Wait and see. When the time comes, you will understand, inshallah. It is very important for adab. Okay. We understood. We can ask help from other than Allah is from Allah's good servants, and Allah's good servants can help us. But we believe everything is coming from Allah Almighty. The spiritual power Allah Almighty granted to them, and they, with permission of Allah Almighty, help us. It is very important. After that, no problem, inshallah. ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الفاتحة.